Hey Stushies, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, like and subscribe because we have a lot of juicy stuff in store for you. It's been 5 years and a lot has happened, a lot has changed, so stick around and let's get straight into it. So shortly after my last video, which was 5 years ago, and if you remember what the last video was, you would understand why I became a mom. So I became a mom and I started my very own business. Since that, I've started nursing school, and my business has grown to include 2 other islands, and we are working on our third this summer. So behind the scenes, I've been working on my very own app, and that's actually what this video is about today. So we'll get into the app, we'll get into how this app came about. I know it's just kind of out of left field. I left on one note and I'm back on another, but we'll get into it in this video. So just stay tuned. So where did this idea come from? This idea was always there. I knew I wanted to connect with my clients, potential clients, in a way that would really affect behavior change and to help my clients maintain their results and enhance their results. And that's when I realized, this business, yes, I'm helping clients gain confidence to look better, but are they really healthy? And that's what really want me to develop this app, really reach my clients on that level. So how was working on the app? Working on the app was a long journey. So it's been 3 years, and I like to say the app really started at Draper University. So I have to talk about Draper University because they were really even give me like an idea that I can run an app. And Draper was in stages. So the first phase was an online course. I think it was like over 2 weeks, and we had like a hackathon. And hackathon is where like you come together with a group, but it was all online. People some from Caribbean, people from like Middle East and all those places. We came together as a group online, and we came up with an app, and that really made me say, well, wow, doing an app is easy. And after that, I initially signed up with the Draper with my current business model, which was my spa, and just taking, like, it had to be our own tech. So to have my business our own tech, I know I was going into the space that I wanted to do online training. So my business model was just, my spa and my services, like I'm going to do online training and just sell my courses and just have a website and sell my courses. So if you Google OECS, my name, Cheyenne Engine, Sculpt by Stush, you would see the Draper startup, anything like that, you'll see that information and be like the model that I signed up with. Now while online, for the online course, you had to pitch, and then the top pitches were selected to go to Draper University in Silicon Valley in California, and I was selected to go. I can't remember how much of us it was from the Caribbean. I want to say 8. I could list them all, like if I count them out. I don't know, there was one other person from St. Kitts, and he is in the entrepreneurship space. He had a business, New Way, Rachel Plates, which was an app, and his name is Javier Galloway. So if you Google, you'll see our pictures around and hear about us. So for the online, to get into the school, I was like, no, you got to do an app, so to really be selected. So to get selected, I decided to do an app. It was Mom's Best Friend, and this app was just like a mother's companion to keep you on schedule. fun activities for the baby, your kids. And at that time I had a 2-year-old, so it was something like I felt like would be useful to a mother, and quick meal ideas and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I did, and I was selected to go to Silicon Valley. While at Silicon Valley now, I'm like, nah, I ain't even studying markets. When I remember when we had that meeting, like, we met as a team. So I was in teams with like people from Middle East, Lebanon, Australia, or Brazil. Where was she from? Japan, and I think Taiwan. So there were a mix of people. We were in one group, and our group actually won that year. If I can get the picture, I'll post it here. And yeah, so after that, at Draper, so I decided that I'm not even studying Marcus Spend. When we had that meeting as a group, and we met with like the team who would actually like go over your pitch and see like, is this like viable product? I was like, oh no, Marcus Spend is out of the window. We're doing stuff to me. And at that time I didn't even know what I was doing. I just now wanted to pitch my business that I work in, and see how I can make that into an app, because that's what I was seeing all around me. And the lady was like, I know she felt like it didn't make any sense, but I didn't think here. And for me, it was just a learning experience. So that wasn't actually pitched there. So that was just like, they help you work on your business, work on your plan and how to get it. So I actually got a lot of help from all the other participants of the cohort with us, and Zuzu really helped me a lot. So Zuzu was a girl who was on our team, and she actually, was like, she really was she had like a really fun app. It was like a children's game, interactive, which had like machine learning, so it could test your motion and made your child move. I'm just thinking about that, that's kind of interesting. Anyways, we're going to pass. So she was actually telling me how, I can include like AI, machine learning, and that kind of stuff into my business. And I came up with my pitch, and I pitched at the event. I pitched my company, and we had different pitching days. We had 2 days to like 2 practice pitches, and then we had a big pitching event. So and I pitched that on because I just wanted the experience and to really put the business out there. And after Draper, we got a chance now to, and I had to add Miss Tamu Brown. Anybody know Miss Tamu Brown? She is a business coach, international business coach, and she works with people internationally, regionally. And I worked with her a lot, and she was really influential in me even going to Draper, because at the time I had a 2-year-old, and I was like, I got accepted, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. And she was like, you really telling me Draper? No, it's not gonna happen. You have to go. You're gonna be alright. And I took the chance, and I went, and I'm happy that I did, because it really opened my eyes to what is out there. I got a message from her last night, and I really want to put it in, because I was really thinking about her yesterday. As this is my second time filming this video, and I really wanted to, when I was having trouble uploading the video, and I was thinking, I really want to check in with her. Honestly, like from the time I announced that I'm launching the app, like announced it, I was like, I feel like I need to check in with her, and just for like a reassurance that like it makes sense. And lo and behold, like I put my phone down because I was just so frustrated with YouTube. Yesterday, I'm not getting this video uploaded. I put the phone down, and it wasn't until like just before I went to bed, I picked it up and like scrolled through WhatsApp to see, check my messages, and I saw I had a message from her. So she did see it. She did see the launch, and she said, you know, she's proud of the stuff that, you know, I'm doing in the business. And I was like, okay, this is what I needed to hear, to know that I am going in the right path, because Tama has always been influential with me in my business from the start. Any entrepreneurship program that I did, she has always like been my coach. I've had a couple other coaches. I had kind of Miss Law from SPDC, and you know, they've all worked to help me work on my business, get my finance down, prices set, you know, and what's next, where to take the business. So I'm always looking at where can I take my business. I don't want to make this too long because I know this fact probably need a video in itself. But I have to touch on the investors now. So after Draper, I pitched my business. I mean, I knew that I won't say it didn't make sense and it couldn't work, but you know, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just was doing something, just wanting to do something and have fun with it. But afterwards, no, we actually chose OECS. We got a chance to pitch to an investor. So we did meet the investor in Silicon Valley. We went to his, you know, firm, and you know, this is, I don't want to call names, but this is like a $1 billion investor, you know, let's call him venture capitalist. So he, you know, was telling us on stuff that he worked on, and I was like, wow, like this man worked on Dell, this man did the first computer. I'm just saying, but it was really stuff like that. This man did the first flip phone, like, you know, and he was even telling us about company that you wouldn't believe, Crocs. Like he helped Crocs to get their, what did he say they did? I think Crocs originally their factory was like in, I'm not saying it like it's fact because this was years ago and it wasn't something that I noted, but the factory was in this country and they wanted it maybe in like more control over the actual production of the Crocs, and he helped them to do that. So I was like, you know, this is a big deal, you know. So after meeting him in Silicon Valley, we came back, and this was like about 6 months after, because Draper University happened in fall 2023, and then I went to, and then when we actually pitched to the investor now through OECS, that was like, I remember I pitched on my birthday. Everybody had different dates, but it was around the same time, like maybe 2 weeks apart or a week apart. But my pitch there, I chose my birthday. I don't know why I did that. So pitching to this investor, you know, I wanted to pitch a business that I know that I was actually doing. So I decided not to pitch an app because I know I wasn't really working on an app, even though like I had the idea like, yeah, I need an app to reach my clients and reach potential clients, and also like, well, you know, you want global, you know, success, and you will reach that through, you know, website or app. I decided to pitch something that I know that I was going to be doing immediately, which was my original model of the courses, but more what I'm doing now, like traveling to different countries with my services and doing training. And that is actually what I'm doing now. So when I pitched that, like that pitch went horribly, and the investor ended up telling me, like, because I was telling him, you know, to advance in my business and have an edge, and I'm going into nursing and whatever. And he was like, yeah, my sister-in-law is a hairdresser, and you know, she can't come and tell me that, oh, going into nursing, like, give her that edge on nothing. So no. He ain't see that. But I mean, what I said was good about that, like when I showed like the figures and of what I'm doing now, he was like, yeah, he can see, yeah, I can possibly make that money, you know, yes, but the nursing thing, he ain't doing it. And I remember meeting Tamu after, this wasn't on like no coaching, just meeting in general, and then she was like, what I know, they lost. And I was like, yeah, don't take that as personal, you know. And she actually encouraged me because this happened in April, and I went into nursing the September of that same year. So not that he deterred me from going into nursing, because I'm like, hey, mister, I've been working at this school to get into nursing school for like 2 years now. I had to do some CXCs because I passed MB3s and I needed higher grades. So I did over my CXCs to get the higher grade in them. And yeah, I'm like, my church is like, I've been working on all of that for nothing. So yeah, it didn't deter me, but I did feel, bad, and like somebody telling you I'm all that you're working on for years, it didn't make no sense. But honestly, we know I can switch now. I'm moving to what's happening now. Nursing is what really shaped this app. So I'm thankful for being into nursing. Like nursing really shaped this app. So yeah, I mean that's like my little like different versions of the app and how this one came about. And now I'll go into how nursing has come to the app. So how does nursing actually connect to this app? So first, I was speaking to one of my lecturers. I'm not gonna be calling names, but this person with this app has really been the driving force to actually get this app done. So this lecturer was telling me, she likes something about research. I don't know what it was exactly she said, because I know research is a course that we'll be doing in third year, and at this point I was just in first year. So I remember she said something about research and something, and I said, I'm working on an app, and I feel like it would be good to do a research out of it. And when I told her that, she was like, yeah, so we were working on a study. We did the proposal for the study. It hasn't really come out. I just was hearing back by the Ministry of Health. About it, still waiting on replies. But for me, I feel like this app needs to be out, and it needs to be out like now. So it is part of my business. And I told the teacher that, because I told the teacher, I have this business, I do this, and I'm working on an app. I wasn't sure, what the app was, because as I was talking about scouting, like teaching the people how to scout themselves. And for me, it just wasn't practical, because scouting is what I do. Why I don't teach people how to scout. So we were working on the research, and in the research, developing the app. And just nursing in general, the different courses that I did, even those courses like Caribbean civilization and learning from that professor. I remember one thing that just stuck with me when he said, like, how we eat, like the food we eat now, as in like salted pork and all those kind of stuff. We eat that because that's what we had to eat back in slavery. So it really as I said, in nursing school, it really shaped the app, because it really helped me to understand like a lot of these behaviors that we have is not what we're supposed to have, not the food we're supposed to be eating. It's not, and pathophysiology, learning about NCDs, diabetes, hypertension, metabolic syndrome, and how these diseases are from lifestyle. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see where I need to go with this app. Nutrition, learning nutrition, and just us the right foods to eat, the right amount of vitamins and different nutrients that we need for the size and for your age. Like learning all those things, like really, was helping me to shape. And this was in the first year, first semester, second year. So all this time, I'm learning like, okay, this is what this app really needs while working on the research. So, and I feel like the something that really, 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 really set this app in motion was health promotion. And we just wrapped up health promotion. And that subject really, like health promotion is all about empowering the clients, the patient, the person to take control of their health. Whether it's preventative, whether it's management, take control of your health. And I feel like that really, like learning the different theories behind health promotion, the different teaching methods and the different teaching theories, because as nurses, we are teachers, we educate the patient on what they need to do to maintain the disease, or help themselves. So health promotion really set this app into motion, and this was never, and then that's what really helped me to understand, this app was never about weight loss. It was about habits. It was about consistency. It was about having a system, and that's what helped me to put this app together. So I'm thankful for nursing. Like I always say, like I never thought that I would have enjoyed nursing so much, but it, like while doing nursing, I realized, like, and honestly, like a lot of my success in exams, not that I don't study, like studying have to be a whole lot of video, like studying, but not that I don't study, pay attention in class, but for me, like a lot of the times when you see me like get some answers where just would have never known, it was really from life experiences. And I realized, like checking my grandmother GMR, blood sugar, that just those little stuff, like I can't really mention all the stuff that I haven't done, but it's like you do in nursing. And I realized, maybe this is what I was supposed to be doing all the time. And, I'm just excited about it. Everybody does be like, why are you so excited for school? Like, I'm like, I'm actually learning it. It's like, this is fun. Like, school is fun. So, and that's like the connection between nursing and this app, and, how it came about. So, all in all, that's where StushVitals came from. So StushVitals is a health and behavior change app. It's designed to help you not just lose weight, but actually keep it up. So who is this app for? So this app is especially for us, because let's be real, most apps don't reflect our lifestyle. They don't reflect our food, our routine, or how we actually live. So this is something built for real life, not just theory. And I'm really excited about it. So what does the app do? So the goal of the app is simple. It helps you to stay consistent with your eating habits and exercise routine, and maintain your results. Because losing weight is one thing, but keeping it off is where most people struggle. So this app, I really wanted something that would really affect change, and I feel like that's what I've been working on. And so how we're gonna ensure engagement? So inside the app, we are going to have challenges where you can stay accountable and track your progress weekly. We'll be doing things like weekly weigh-ins, weekly check-ins, and consistency challenges. And the best part is there will be rewards. So each week we will have a winner, and those winners will win products or services. And I think this rewards program is gonna be like what's gonna really get the users engaged, and it's not just services, it's gonna be products, because I'm gonna be coming out with my own weight loss pills, appetite suppressants, all those kind of stuff, waist trainers. So everybody will have a chance once you're on this app, and you're the biggest loser for the week. You're gonna be winning products, prizes weekly. So this is gonna just be a fun experience. Definitely for the first 3 months, we are going to be really testing everything out and seeing how it goes. So this is something really fun to look about. So this app isn't just limited to one place, it's anyone. And I'm advising, I'm doing pop-ups, I'm gonna be, for this summer alone, I'm going to be in St. Martin, Antigua, Nevis, also St. Kitts. So I'm really encouraging people from all of these 4 islands to definitely participate, because everybody will have a chance to win. And while I'm in Antigua, whatever you win, you'll be able to pick up your prizes, pick up your service, experience the service. So, I'll be traveling this summer, and everybody have a chance to be a part of it and benefit from it. And it's not just limited to those 4 countries. This app can work on its own. This app is gonna be that guide that will help you, to have that, behavior change, habit change. And it's really open to anybody, any part of the world. Want to hear about this and you want to try out the app, it's gonna be full of you. And I'm just excited for everybody to experience. So when will this app be available? We are gonna have our soft launch for the app on June the 27th, right in Basseterre, right in the Independence Square, and we're gonna be there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So, on this day, this app will go live, and anybody from anywhere can sign up for it. But if you want to get that experience, meet me, and also learn more about services, because I'm going to be doing one big pop-up of my whole business. So we're going to have Sculpt by Stush brochures on our body contouring services. Treats will be available for my business that I'm starting with my mom, and that is like a nice healthy treat store. And we're gonna have treats from that store, healthy slushies, teas, because the business is Stush Tea. We're gonna have our iced teas, our fruit teas. It's gonna be a really good experience. So I'm just encouraging everybody to come on out, and you'll be able to get guidance on your journey, experience everything in real life. And it's gonna be a really good experience. So I just want everybody to come out on that day, show out in your numbers. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be signing you guys up for the app once you're interested one time. And we're gonna also have some health promotion tools on the NCDs that are affected by lifestyle and habits. So you're gonna have some brochures on diabetes, some brochures on hypertension, some brochures on metabolic syndrome, and all these things, understanding these diseases, understanding how they can be prevented with proper diet and exercise. And also the app would also have my personal diet book. It would be downloadable from the app, and I have 2 diet books coming out. One of weight loss and like a fat burn diet, and and so that's like a low calorie diet, and one just a Caribbean health food diet. So you can look out for those two diet books, which will be also available on the app. Easy download, free downloads, free for the free. And we'll also have, our exercising regimens, our monthly challenges that we would have. It's just like a poster, and you can print it out, download it, print it out, put it on your wall, and every morning you get up and you do those simple exercises, and you'll see the difference and you'll feel the difference. So all of that will be available, and you'll learn more. We'll have like flyers and all of those information too. So come on out, 27th of June, you won't be disappointed. So what to look out for the future? So definitely in the near future, I'm going to be doing a part 2 to this video, where I'm going to be going in depth with the app, and you guys will see like how it works, how you can actually use it. And yeah guys, that's what I've been up to, and this is what I've been building. This is just the beginning, and I'm just really excited for you guys to be a part of this, experience this. And like my Stushis have been rocking with me for the past 5 years. As I said, I started my business April the 11th 2021, and yeah, I like to do things on my birthday. So like for me, birthdays ain't really about celebrating, it's just about moving up and expanding in life. And this year for my birthday, I really wanted to do a pop-up, but nursing school said no. I had a lot of stuff to do, so I wasn't able to make it to St. Martin. And I'm gonna make up for that in the summer. So I know the girls are looking out for me and waiting for me to come down here for August. And I'm just getting everything together, finishing out this last semester. We have a summer semester. So, it's a lot of stuff. I know that I'm working on a lot of stuff. For me, it's not even like any pressure really. I mean, it is a lot, and sometimes I just think about it and I'm like, yeah, I'm really doing this. But, I got up and I was like, I'm going to St. Martin. Yeah, I'm gonna do that pop-up, and that pop-up, let me tell you guys, St. Martin just felt like a hug. Like if I have to describe St. Martin, I describe St. Martin as a heart emoji and a hug. And I miss St. Martin so much, and I really want that for Antigua. I love body contouring, I love what I do, I love nursing, I love all that I'm learning in nursing, and how I'm being able to actually put it in my business. And I just want to give these services to people, meet people, and yeah, I mean, so I know the future is bright, and it's not just a saying, because these things are really happening. And my mom and I, we are opening up our business, and that is a new space that I'm entering into. But this Stushti has been an idea for quite a while. Like I'll insert pictures here from me, on pop-ups, and pop-ups with Helen's Daughters. I actually was able to launch Stushti as the tea brand. At Helen's Daughters, to Helen's Daughters, and I'm also thankful for that experience. I also remember Tamo telling me, just do the thing, just do the thing, just do the thing. And yesterday when I was having doubts and saying, okay, this video ain't uploading, is it not uploading because I'm not supposed to be doing it? Like, yeah, I'm that kind of person. I feel like everything is for a reason. And I was like, the only thing like really was playing back in my head is just Tamo saying, just do that thing, just do the thing, just do the thing. And when I saw her message last night, I was like, no, this ain't coincidence. Like, this is God. Like, this only God come and tell me it wasn't God. So I was like, this is God. Like, I'm supposed to do this. And I mean, I know it's a lot, nursing school, mom, business after business after business, but for me it's all fun. And when I travel and I do pop-ups, it's fun. Like this is actually fun. Like I like the fact that in my business I'm just able to just make it fun. And that's one of the things that I took from Draper. If it's one thing I took from Draper is what he's saying is, Lord, I wish I had the card. I have it at home, but it's do everything with gusto and enthusiasm, and just make it fun. And that's once you're having fun in what you're doing, it doesn't even feel like work. And I remember I always tell my mom, like, she's like, you're sculpting after you work in hospital all day, you're going to do so much people, like that everything. And I'm like, my mom, like, sculpting is when I actually be in bed calm. Sculpting is when I calm myself. Like I can sculpt in my sleep. So for me, like, sculpting is just distressing, and fun, and meeting new people and having them see that change, and then just teaching them, you can do this and this and this, because I have been somebody who struggled with my weight all my life. I've been fat all my life, like overweight all my life, and I've just been learning, and a lot through body contour. Like when I started the business back in 2021, when I was doing my training for my business, I wasn't pregnant as yet. And that the time when I actually found out I was pregnant, I had already, I already was introducing my business to my clients by doing the services on myself, and I had to stop because I found out that I was pregnant. So for me, I've always been overweight, so I know that struggle. Like for me with clients, like it's real personal, and I really, just want them to see themselves in a light that you can be healthy, you can exercise, you can do it, you can make this change, and these things are actually good for you. You're gonna feel good about it. You're gonna feel good about yourself when you're looking in the mirror and you see that weight coming off, and you see that those inches going down. And it's not even just about my service. It's not just about like having them just gain that confidence, and that's what I've been up to. And I'm just so excited about this. I can talk about sculpting all day long, and I'm actually happy for this launch because I've been wanting to get back into YouTube and do these videos, but I just feel like, not that there wasn't time, but it wasn't a real need. Like I could have talked about my business, but it's just work, school. But I really want to take time now and put time into myself, and I'm just excited that I get to share this with the world. Not just St. Kitts, not just Nevis, not just St. Martin, not just Antigua, and not just any other country. St. Lucia have been reaching out to me a lot, so I really want, and that's a goal for me, like to go to all the Caribbean islands. And after experiencing Speed's Caribbean tour, Aisha Speed Caribbean tour, and I was down in town jamming, and I insert some videos too. We down in town jamming with my son, and my son really loved it. He's 4 and he loved the Aisha Speed, and I told him he was like harassing me all day. Aisha Speed, and we went on tour and we had a blast, and he really just seeing him go to all these countries in one day. I was like, I'm not going to all the countries in one day, but doing a tour and popping up in all this, and it's possible. And I've done pop-ups overseas, and I'm gonna do like a mini tour this summer, and I do plan in the future to go to all these countries. I've been having people from BBI messaging me, Barbados messaging me, St. Lucia, a lot from St. Lucia, so I know next year St. Lucia you're gonna see me. St. Lucia got to see me next year. Anguilla, I want to do Anguilla, but Anguilla is right next to St. Martin, so I just feel like, maybe I could do a special for my Anguillians and they just come over on the boat. But yeah, like Montserrat, my aunt lives in Montserrat, and there's a place that I would just love to go, and I haven't really had much people message from Montserrat, but I would love to go to Montserrat, even if it's just for vacation, and if I'm able to do some stuff in here, all the better. So So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what your girl been up to. And I've been busy. Your girl been working. Your girl been putting in that work, and I'm just excited to finally share you guys, give you guys this 5-year update. Really, these videos gonna be like 30 minutes long, like an hour long if I have to really sit down and talk. And yeah, I'm gonna end it here.